Hi, my name is Amanda Burton, and I was born here in Texas, and I moved all over the United States. My dad was a Baptist minister, so therefore it just required a lot of moving around, going from church to church. And it was when I was about 10 years old that I started questioning my faith and my security in the faith. And for all of you that may not know what Christianity looks like, is that when you're saved, you believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God and that you accept Him in your heart, and then thereafter you're supposed to get baptized just to kind of complete the religious ritual. So when I was 10, I went to my mom and I asked her, about Christianity, and she told me, that I actually had gotten saved when I was 4, but I didn't remember, so it was important that you remembered. So I got saved and baptized again when I was 10. And throughout the next 5 years of my life, I had been on a roller coaster of belief, and it just didn't seem like it really stuck very well. So just always this consistent insecurity in my faith and in my hereafter, which was really important to me at that time. So at the time we were living in Florida, and when I was about 15, we did move to Colorado. It was there that I was actually introduced to some Muslims, and I was able to kind of get an idea of what Muslims looked like, but I had no idea about the religion at all. I had no idea about the prophet, I had no idea about the belief system at all. I knew that I liked the calligraphy. It was really beautiful, the way it was written, but I knew nothing more than that. So I started, just hanging around those kind of people, and I felt like I could relate to them a little bit, just on a human level. And at the age of 18, I had become tiresome of not really having that security in my heart. And so I opened the Bible, and I was reading in the Old Testament multiple times where the prophets, peace be upon them, they prostrated to Allah or to God, and specifically Moses. And so or was it Moses or Abraham? Sorry, I always get confused between them. The one who prostrated to God? Mm-hmm. Is Moses?
Well, it was actually.
Okay, the one with the fire, though.
The fire.
Moses. Okay, this is involvement now. So, it was Moses, and I was like, okay, God, and I told God right then and there, if they can have that relationship with you, so can I. And so I just did what I read in the Bible, and in my room I put my head on the ground, and I asked God for guidance. That's all I knew. And so shortly thereafter, I had went to a Christian university and to study there for a while, and my parents had convinced me to become a missionary to the Muslims, which was interesting, but my heart wasn't really that into it. But I just knew that God had something special for me, and I just didn't know what it was, but I knew there was something. And so a year and a half in the university, my mom passed away while I was in Tennessee, and she was in Colorado, so she had passed away. And so after I finished my college, I came and lived with my sister. It was then and there that I received guidance from God, that I just didn't believe that Jesus Christ was the Son of God anymore, and that I believed in God and the prophets, though, and that's all I knew. I didn't know anything else. So I started doing a search for a religion, and in late 2007, that's when I came across Islam, which was my final search, and I was thinking to myself, this probably is not the one, just due to the past history of 9/11 and everything. So I'm like, I'll just try it because it's the last one. So I went into the masjid, which is the place of worship, and I asked them if they have any, Arabic classes or anything like that. I didn't even know what to ask for, and they said, yeah, we do have some Islamic classes, that are held weekly. So I went there, and on the 5th lesson, I asked them, do you guys, I didn't want to be offensive or anything, but due to my background, I knew that, and based on my guidance that I received, I knew what I was looking for. So I said, do you guys associate any partners with God at all? And he said, no, just God and the prophets and the angels and the books, just like, the brothers and sisters previously mentioned. And I said, okay. So I went home. And I was just having a conversation with God. I told God before I opened up the Quran in English, it was a translation of the Quran. I said, God, please show me without doubt that this is the right path. So I read the opener, which sister or the brother had read earlier. I read the opener, and then the next verse in it, it says it's the translation is, this is the guidance. How does it go in English? This is the true guidance of which there is no doubt. And so that to me was like key factor, the word without doubt. So I told God, please show me without doubt this is the right way. It's not healthy for me to go from one place or one religion to the next. I don't want to be bouncing around. And right then and there, boom, that was my guidance, my final guidance. So I told God that I'm gonna, say my testimony of faith, when in my next class, and that's what I did. And so that was beginning of January 2008, and ever since I've been very happy, secure. I don't have any doubt. Finally, I can actually walk around feeling at peace, knowing like where my hereafter is going to be. So that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.